Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a worth the buy or not foundation review on this new Revlon Color Stay Light Cover Foundation. And this is very new and I was so excited that I was able to find it at my local CVS, which I was shocked about because we never have everything over here at my CVS. But before we get started, I really quickly want to introduce myself. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica, aka The Mexican Beauty. If you guys are new to my channel, I would love for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Also hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time I upload a new video. And while you're at it, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram because whenever I'm not here, I'm there 24/7. So follow me, it's The Mexican Beauty. I'm always posting some really cool content over there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this foundation review. I already went ahead and moisturized. For moisturizer, we went ahead today and used my favorite moisturizer, which is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is incredible for very sensitive skin. If you have rosacea, this is gonna be your favorite. It's also really good if you do have dry skin because it gets rid of all the dryness that you may suffer from. I currently am experiencing a lot of dryness on my cheeks and my nose because that's where I have rosacea, so I do need that hydration. As of right now, I am more so of that like combo skin. So I've just been living for that. So we are going to be using the HUDA Beauty Primer. I've also really been enjoying this. This is actually probably like my third time using it ever since I did my tutorial, which I just posted like 2 days ago. And I've been obsessed with how this sits on the face and it hydrates it instantly. You guys can see. Also, if you guys are wondering, I just got my lashes back on and I'm obsessed. Literally obsessed with my lash extensions. I really do recommend checking out this Huda Beauty Primer, especially for these winter seasons. This is like a really good hydrating primer. It's also a gripping primer, so it really allows foundation to grip nicely on it. But I just love that hydration that it gives me. It's not something that somebody with oily skin wouldn't like because it does still look really nice and in place. It doesn't look like overly do anything crazy like that. I did pick this up in the color 330 Natural Tan. Since obviously there's no testers at CVS and you really can't touch anything, it was really hard. I was between this shade and the shade Tawny, but I do have to say Revlon, you have to do a better job of having a larger shade range because I just feel like the shade range is not the best. But this is supposed to be just a natural finish foundation. It does have sunscreen of 35, which I was really impressed with. If it's like a 15 sunscreen, a 20 sunscreen, I'm like, that's not gonna do anything for me. I always love a good 35 SPF because anything 30 and over will definitely protect you. Obviously you need to retouch. And also if you are just solely relying on the foundation, that's not enough. You have to always wear sunscreen underneath or carry a sunscreen setting spray where you can consistently retouch. But it's nice to know that this does offer some protection from the sun. So what else does this say? It's supposed to be an up to 12-hour wear, 56% all-day hydration, formulated without parabens, phthalates. I can never pronounce that word, fragrance, or mineral oil. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop into this product. I'm gonna shake it. I always like shaking products really well. Like always, one side with a sponge and the other side with my brush. This reminds me of like those like Dior foundations. And you guys can see this is the skin. It's natural being. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys in closer so that we can start this look. Okay, so I'm just gonna be placing it all over my face. I feel like this color is still kind of off. It is a very light consistency, which I appreciate, but I'm excited to see how it's gonna perform with my sponge. So I am using my Kokie Cosmetics sponge that I always have been raving about. I need to wash the sponge ASAP. Like even this color Natural Tan still looks light. Like I just feel like this shade range needs to be improved because, like, I mean, look at this. Thank God I didn't get Tawny because I was really back and forth and I didn't want to purchase both of them because I'm like, what if I don't like this foundation, then I have two foundations? I could always return it, but I just sometimes hate returning stuff. Foundation is very, very lightweight, I have to say. Ugh, I don't know why it looks like that. It's like flaky. Oh God, I hope this doesn't fail me. I'm gonna try to blend it into my skin. And this does retail for like $13.99. And you can only find it as of right now on Revlon's website or on CVS. So this is supposed to be a natural finish, but I'm getting like, I swear, I'm getting like soft matte vibes. It does cover a good amount, but you can still obviously see my redness right here. So I would definitely like get something to build it up. You guys can see it's like clinging on to my dryness on my nose. So now you guys can see the difference. This is with 2 layers built up. So you can definitely get a natural finish, but obviously I want more so a full coverage, especially my cheek area, because that's where I do have rosacea. But you guys can definitely see the difference. It's just like a little bit iffy in certain parts when you're working with it. But overall, I mean, it covered pretty well. The color's not too bad. I will have my shade references in case you guys do want to check this out and kind of know what shade you would be, because I'm telling you, it can be so hard to find your shade, especially at a drugstore, because it's not like you can open anything. So we have that. Now we're gonna go ahead and take my brush. I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. Retro Paradise brush. It's like a nice kabuki, and I'm going to just be applying this product all over and see how this goes. I just realized it's 11:55 and Skims is about to launch some bodysuits that I want, so we may have to take a break. I'm like a Skims addict. I just posted a Skims video. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I will be posting more like fashion, lifestyle content as I feel like I'm evolving and growing. So I want to share more aspects of me, not just like, you know, certain things. Yeah, like I don't understand, like this is claiming to be a natural finish, but like it literally looks kind of dry on me. I don't know if it's because my skin's been more dry lately, but I'm like, whoa, this like looks kind of dry. I don't know, man. First impressions, I don't know if I'm obsessed or not. Like it looks dry. Do you guys see the nose? Like, I would say for people that have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this because it may be problematic for you. Like, I don't even want to add more on this side because I feel like with the brush, I was able to cover more ground, but it's just kind of enhancing my texture. I don't know, first impressions, I'm not really feeling it. Maybe when I add other things like concealer and stuff, it'll all come together, but as of right now, I'm just not in for it. Another reason why this foundation may look a little bit lighter is because of the fact that it does contain that sunscreen, so it kind of allows you to have like more so of a white cast over it. I don't know. I'm not convinced right now. I don't think this is the prettiest look on me. And it sucks because it's my first time wearing foundation in like 3 days since I got my lashes done. So I'm like, oh, I wanted to take some pictures, but I'm like, I don't know how my skin's gonna photograph with this. So we shall see. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish off the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my very first thoughts and impressions and how this kind of sits for a little bit. Hopefully things will look up because I'm hopeful, but I don't know. Skin looks better on this side. Maybe the sponge, you know, having absorbed some of that product, but still. But yeah, I'll be right back. Time to order my skins. Hey guys, so I am back. I finished my entire face of makeup. I will have all the details listed down below in my description box in case you guys want to check out anything that I didn't mention. But I do want to go ahead and talk about the foundation that we're wearing today, which is the Revlon Light Cover Foundation. I don't even know where to begin, honestly. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with concealer. For some reason, I just had a feeling this foundation wasn't gonna do the best with my typical concealer. So I was like, let me go ahead and just kind of draw it back, use something that I can always trust for when I have a really dry under eye. And that is my NYX Born to Glow concealer. This is a really nice concealer if you feel like you have dry under eyes and you want something a little bit more hydrating. And when I was blending it out with my sponge, it just was not working with this foundation. It was like giving me little blotchy areas. I had to go in and use my little Rare Beauty brush because I was like, I feel like the sponge may be causing issues. And even so, it still wasn't the easiest to work with. So I just kind of like fell back and was like, okay, it is what it is. I had to go ahead and set my under eyes because I do crease. So I just went ahead with some powder right underneath. Luckily, that didn't cause me any issues. So I was really happy about that because I was worried that I would literally go in with powder and then I would have a lot of issues with it, but I didn't. So that was great. I think that was like the biggest issue that I had with the foundation, was that I feel like it was hard to work with concealer. So just keep that in mind. I definitely wouldn't recommend using this foundation with a super full coverage concealer. I would probably use a little bit something more lightweight like this, something that's not gonna cause it to separate on top of that foundation, which I'm really shocked with, just because I feel like this foundation is such a lightweight consistency. I was expecting everything on top to lay really nicely. So then I went in with some blush. Luckily with the blush, I didn't have any issues of it separating more. I was a little bit worried because I'm like, is this gonna separate? But it didn't, so that was definitely something that I was happy about. But like I mentioned, the only issue really that I noticed was that separation with the concealer. And I think that I just knew it was coming. I knew that I was gonna have issues with concealer, which is why I decided to go with my lightest weight, more hydrating concealer. Now that the foundation has set, it definitely does look a little bit better in terms of not looking so like dry on the skin or enhancing too much of my texture. It still is a little bit, but I will do a in natural lighting clip, and also I will do a up close so you guys can kind of see how that's looking. But I just feel like, I don't know, it's so far just first impressions, it's not leaning towards being one of my absolute favorites or something that I really love. But we'll see. This is a drugstore foundation, so I definitely do want to give it a fair shot, because you know, we're always rotating in and out of the drugstores looking for some new affordable products. But I just think that for me, it's kind of like, this is a 12-hour foundation, so I'll definitely wear it as long as I can. I don't know about 12 hours just because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Right now it is 1:16 p.m. And I'm just kind of like trying to figure it out. This is really random, but right now that I just showed you guys my design that I have here from my Dia de los Muertos collection, I'm thinking of bringing back the crew neck. I'm actually wearing it right now because I know a lot of people saw that it was sold out and they wanted a restock, and a lot of people have been asking me on Instagram, so I may do it. Let me know if you guys want to see a restock, because I'm really like, I'm 90% gonna probably do it. I'm probably just gonna do a pre-order, but let me know because I love it. It's definitely very wearable. I feel like even like not in season of like fall and stuff, you can still wear this. But yeah, went on a quick tangent. But I'm just gonna continue wearing this, see how this goes. Hopefully it goes better from here. Hopefully, since I do have oily skin, it will like kind of bring out a little bit of dewiness and make it look more skin-like. I will check in with you guys probably in like 4 hours to give you guys my thoughts. And then at the end of the day to give you guys my final thoughts. So let's go ahead and start this wear test and see where the day will take us. Hey guys, I wanted to come in and give you guys my check-in on the foundation. So it is a little bit dark because you guys know it gets dark early now. So I just wanted to show you how this is looking. Honestly, this foundation on me looks like a soft matte right now. I don't know if it's because my skin has been dry, like I mentioned 1,000 times already. So it's kind of giving it a more so soft matte finish, but I don't really look that dewy, you know? And for me, it's not an issue. I also have to say, as for the mask, because I have been wearing a mask all day, I think I'm doing pretty well. Like, I don't see a lot of transfer. Like, everything still looks nice and in place. I just feel like I had a rough start with the foundation. Like I was expecting it to be different, like way more natural and like dewy and radiant, but it's not as dewy and radiant as I expected. But this is what we have. Not bad, honestly. I feel like once it sinks into the skin, it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna continue on the rest of my day. Right now it is 5 p.m. So I just want to let you guys know, and I'll probably see you guys around 7 or 7:30 for my final thoughts. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm back right now. It is 7:04 p.m. and I'm ready to give you guys my final thoughts on this foundation because I'm about to get ready to work out and I am just checked out. Like I just want to remove the makeup off my face and just relax. So honestly, I'm kind of impressed because I haven't touched with any type of powder whatsoever. The only place where I am looking a little bit dewy is like right here, but it's not even anything intense. I have to say, honestly, with this Revlon foundation, I'm not like the biggest fan of it. I mean, I'm happy that it didn't transfer a lot, but I just like certain little areas, like the product is just separating. And the formula, like even when I was blending it up here, I was like, what is this? It just felt really cheap, honestly. And like for $13.99, I'm like, we could do better, Revlon. The color range, not the best either. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of things that aren't good necessarily, and I just hate saying that because I don't like giving products bad reviews, but I'm just being honest. Like, I like being honest with you guys. I just feel like for $13.99, I can find other foundations at the drugstore that are going to be way better than this and, you know, actually be worth your $13. And especially now we're in 2020 and brands are coming out with amazing stuff left and right. Like, you're seeing really, really good quality products at the drugstore. So for you to come out with a foundation, you really have to have something that is just game changer. And I just feel like this had a potential, but it wasn't. Before anybody tries to say like, oh, it's because you use the Huda Beauty Primer. No, I use this with other products and I've had no issues. It's great. I really love this stuff. So I just think that me, as somebody that reviews foundations constantly, I've seen better and I know what's good and what's not. And I just don't think that this like impressed me completely to the point where I'm like, oh my God, go get this. I feel like you can still find other products that are better. Those are just my opinions. You guys can take it however you want it. I just always like to come on here, show you guys how things look. You guys can see it for yourselves and be the judge of it and whether you want to spend your money or not. But I hope that this video was helpful for anybody that was looking into this foundation. If you guys enjoyed watching my worth the buy or not foundation review, give this video a big thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing these. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I really love putting out content for you, and without you guys' support, then I would not be doing what I'm doing. So please continue to subscribe, have your friends subscribe, everybody. Let's get to 40K, we're so close. So that being said, stay safe, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.